And we're back. Okay. So, I was taking the photos of the bedroom. So I'm standing facing like I would right here. So I'm facing this way, and the bedroom, there's a bedroom behind me. There's a wall behind me, but then there's a bedroom, and then there's another door to leave the bedrooms and go downstairs. So I'm taking this way of the beds. And can you believe, by the way, I forgot to get my water and did something totally else, but that's fine. So I took maybe 8, 9 photos, and then I took a video from the other side. And I didn't notice anything when I was actually taking the photos. I don't really pay attention until I go back home, unless it's like clear, boom, right in my face, like, oh shit, what was that? Names of the same photo. So first off, I can debunk the photo. And second of all, because energy is always moving, maybe when you took that first photo, it wasn't there yet, but it was on its way. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's basically why you take a whole bunch of photos when you're in these haunted locations. So when I was up, you have to take pictures like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I take one pic, not burst shots, but one picture after the other picture in the same exact shadow or something, you know. Or I have seen like huge, like visible orbs, and that's another, orbs are another story for another time also. But so I didn't see it, but when I was at home editing to make my first video about the tour, I captured a red light, so like a red orb or light or something under the bed. To me, I took that as a protective light, and something for whatever reason was there to protect me while I was upstairs. That's just how I feel. I feel that when I go to a location, if there are spirits there, if there are multiple spirits there, or even one or whatever, if they want to be known, they will definitely come to me and let me know. So I definitely feel like I've always had that connection to spirits, because no matter where I go, it doesn't even have to be a quote-unquote haunted location. I've seen spirits. I've seen shadow figures. I've seen full-body apparitions. And we probably walked about 7 or 8 footsteps, if that. My husband was way far ahead of me because he's like speedo walker. And I was insanely out of breath, as if I had just ran through the woods to get to this house to come on this tour. And for me, that's a telltale sign. Like immediately, my breathing is always affected when there's a presence there, but usually it's a heavy presence. So it was kind of like, I think it threw me off. And I mean, okay, what did I expect when I'm coming to the Conjuring House? Because you don't really know. You can think whatever you want in your brain until you get there, and what you feel might be something totally different. So in the moment, I was asking myself, like, why are you here? I had to ask myself and confirm with myself that this is what I wanted to do, because as much as it's fun and games, some people think, you know, it's, oh, let's go on the haunted thing and let's play the Ouija board and let's ask the spirits questions. You're still opening yourself up, and you're opening other things up to come out and connect and speak with you. So you really got to know what you're doing. And I think sometimes, even if you do know, like that. And I'm like, I'm like, my heart is like racing. And he felt my heart. My heart was like racing. This is just getting out of the car. And I'm like, we're not even at the house yet, and I can feel it on this land. Like, there is something on that land. Like, 100% there is something on that land before you even get into the house. And you can take that house away, and it's always going to be there. That's what even if you do know what you're doing, you don't have control over all situations. I'd like to feel like, and maybe you do, but I haven't learned. And I don't even know if it's impossible in certain situations to have control over yourself. It got worse and worse and worse, till I didn't want to say anything. And I thought to myself, am I going to end up in the hospital? Like, what did I do? Was this a good decision? Like, did something like connect with me in this house already? But I already knew the answer to that. So I'm feeling like this and thinking like I need to go back into that house. I'm not thinking like, oh my God, this is scary. I was thinking, oh my God, this is scary. It was really scary. Like I said, I'm a very open person, and for something so coincidental to happen minutes after I leave this house, was really weird, because I'm starting to feel like something had attached itself to me. But now I know that it was just it. There was an energy that definitely affected me in the house, and it happened to hit me when it did. And it took about 6 hours for me to flush out of my system. I ended up before we got home in like, I went from just like really sweating, like visually sweating. My head was pounding. My stomach was ill. I felt like throwing up. We got out of the car. When we got to our house, I could barely walk. Okay, I'm not exaggerating, and this is my life to live and my story to tell and my story to live. So I could barely walk going into my house. And then I signed up to stay at the Conjuring House overnight. Part 2. Stay tuned. Can try to get into the Conjuring House. I mean, good luck, but you can try. There were still some openings in the new slots with this new paranormal company that has come in to try to help people out that want to see the house, because like I said, it's for sale and nobody knows what's going to happen after that. So, and right now, as far as the original bookings, they are booked to 2022. So your only opportunity is by getting in, and it is Ghost Hunts USA. I will, like I said, put the link below, but you can try to get into the Conjuring House with them.